Greetings from Hampton Roads. In lieu of our All-State Bible Talk Leaders meeting, I'm going to be sending out these tutorial videos to help prepare everybody for the spring evangelistic campaign, the Jesus Dare. Okay, we're basing our campaign on the book, The Master Plan of Evangelism by Robert Coleman. Great classic book, great principles for our church. Let's talk through the brochure first. There's three basic parts of the brochure. First is the calendar, then we have our prayer and goals section, and then we have the discipleship assessment. Let's begin with the calendar. For Hampton Roads, what we're doing is we're beginning our campaign on Wednesday, February 25th. On that midweek, we're going to pass out all the literature, brochures, invitations, and try and get as much communicated on that day to get the whole church geared up and ready for the campaign before March begins. After that midweek, we'll spend the next 3 days. We're going to give each Bible Talk the option to choose the fast, but to do some sort of fasting to prepare their hearts for the evangelistic campaign. As far as our March calendar goes, if you look on the right side in gray, that is the reading assignments for the month. It essentially breaks down to 2 chapters each week. The back of the book, there are study questions by chapter. So it's 2 chapters each week and the study questions that go with it at the end of the book. That's the reading assignment for each week. For the Sundays, we've already got the sermon titles in there. We've geared our sermons towards non-Christians, which I'll discuss a little bit more when we get to the invitations. Mondays, we have our family devotionals. The family devotional titles are already in there, and I will be asking you all to help me put together the family devotionals and the Bible talks. Wednesdays, the midweek lesson titles are already in there. As far as Sunday and Wednesday go, I'll be sending out what's called a lesson guideline sheet, and what I've done is gave you the basic principles that we're covering in each of the lessons, and then on the midweeks, there's study questions for discipling groups. When you get together after at the end of midweek, you can break up into discipling groups, some questions that those groups could discuss to help implement the principles from the book. Fridays is Bible Talk. Like I said, we'll work together to put together the family devotionals and the Bible Talk. So that's the calendar. On this flap, prayer and goals. In Hampton Roads, what we're doing for our prayer focus is we're having Bible Talks sign up to fast throughout the month. So each day there will be at least one Bible Talk fasting for 24 hours. So the whole month of March we'll have members of the Hampton Roads Church fasting for the evangelistic campaign. That's how we're going to do our prayer focus for the month. As far as our goals, because the principle of the book is discipling a lost world to Christ, that really happens for us in the Bible studies. So our goal revolves around setting up Bible studies. We've done is we asked each person to just think of 10 people that they want to ask to study the Bible by the end of March, and to begin to pray through them. The second step is what are practical things that we need to do to help those people begin studying the Bible. And then the third part of the goals is as a group, as a Bible Talk, how many people do we want to see studying the Bible by the end of the month of March? One thing we did was we put an example in here. Sam Snead, the famous golfer, let's say you knew him and you wanted to ask him to study the Bible. What's one thing you could do to help Sam go from where he is to one step closer to studying the Bible? This person feels like inviting Sam for a Bible Talk game night. To get him tied in with the Bible Talk and building relationships is the thing that's going to help Sam. So you see, if Sam's name up here, they're praying for Sam, and this is the step they're going to take to help Sam get one step closer to studying the Bible with them. As far as the discipleship assessment, I'll send out a separate video tutorial on the assessment, how we're going to do it and administer it, and what the goal of it is. So we'll talk a little bit about that later. As far as our invitations, they're straightforward, geared towards non-Christians. Can you take a dare? All of the sermon titles have to do with dares. The Jesus Dare, Dare to Follow, Dare to be Challenged, Dare to Suffer, and Dare to Dream. In Hampton Roads, we're doing our Bring Your Neighbor Day on the 15th. It's going to be our big push day. The back has directions, all the information. So that's our invitation for the month. Both these documents are sent out to you in publisher files. If you need help changing them for your church, if you don't have anybody there that can do it, or you need help getting it done, send me the information. I'd be glad to help out. Can't guarantee a 2-hour turnaround, but I'll do my best to get it to you as soon as possible, uh, so it fits your church. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. My number is 757-353-9640. That wraps up the video tutorial for the brochure and invitation. I'll be sending out the next tutorial on the Bible Talk Leaders meeting to prepare everybody.